こんにちは。日本語のミニレッスンです。Did you know that Japanese numbers are super easy to learn? With just a few minutes of effort, you're going to know the numbers from 0 to 10 very easily. When you hear them, you'll know which number somebody is saying, and you'll be able to pronounce them correctly, and it will be easy for you to remember with my memory hints. Are you ready? So the first one you need to know is the number 0. 0. Sometimes we also call it re, but 0 works just as well. But here are the ones you really need to learn. This number is Ichi. When you see the number 1, it's just a straight line. So think of it as the stinger of an insect. And when it stings you, it becomes itchy. So this is the number Ichi. It can also be pronounced ich, where the final sound of E is de-emphasized. Ich, or ichi. This number is ni. Do you see in this shape, do you see someone's foot here and someone's leg here? A leg and a foot. And this leg is bent at the knee. So when you see the shape of a number 2, think of a leg and a foot here. And we're looking at the knee. This number is ni. So ichi, ni. This number is san. When you see this shape, I want you to think of the sun in the sky. You're going to take the sun and you're going to cut it in half, and you're going to stack the halves on top of each other to create the shape of san. Ichi, ni, san. Yon. When you see this shape, I want you to see a stick figure holding up her hand to stifle a yawn. So, a stick figure stifling a yawn, you see the shape of yon. The other name for this number is she, because do you know who's stifling that yawn? She is. She is stifling a yawn. She and yon are the two names for the number 4. Go. Ready, set, go. You're running a race. Here's the starting point of the race and the end point of the race, the goal line. Ready, set, go. Now it's your turn. Do you remember the hints? The hints help link the shape of the number with the Japanese pronunciations. Please take a moment and say them right now. Test yourself. Stop this video if you need to, because I'm moving on. Here are the answers. Did you get them right? I bet you did. Here are the hints for the next 5 numbers. This number is roku. And when you see this shape, I want you to think of do you know what I'm going to say? Can you guess? A rock. A rock with some grasses or weeds growing next to it. So roku is a rock with weeds. When you see this shape, I want you to see somebody's finger, and that finger is wagging back and forth because this number is nana. So the finger is wagging back and forth because the person's saying no. This number also has a second name. That second name is shichi. But I'm sorry, I don't have a good hint for you for that one yet. The number 8 is hachi. And when you see the shape, I want you to think of someone's nose. Do you see the person's nose here? And a person's big open mouth here. And the nose and mouth are about to say, hachiu, in a big sneeze. This is the number hachi. This is the number Q. I think you can guess what I'm going to say. When you see this shape, I want you to think of the letter Q. If you ignore the curve at the end, this top part looks like the number 9. This number also has a second name. It can also be pronounced ku. And finally, we have the number ju. When you see this shape, think of a cup of juice. A cup of juice with what next to it? You probably guessed it. A cup of juice with a straw. So this is ju as in juice. Are you ready? Now it's your turn. In the shape of the number, try to see the hint that I just taught you, and that's going to help you remember the pronunciations. Stop the video if you need to, because here are the answers. Did you get them all? Good. Now, let's practice pronunciation. Repeat every number 3 times. 0, 0, 0. 1, 1, 1. 2, 2, 2. 3, 3, 3. 4, 4, 4. The other name for this number is shi, shi, shi. 5, 5, 5. 6, 6, 6. 7, 7, 7. The other name for this number is shchi, shchi, shchi. Notice that the first letter I is rather silent. It's not shichi, it's shchi, shchi, shchi. 8, 8, 8. 9, 9, 9. The line over the U is a hint that it's a little bit elongated sound. It's not Q, it's Q, Q. The other name for Q is K, K, K. So notice that a regular U sound is short, K, but if it has a line over it, it's Q. Some textbooks put 2-letter U's after it to show that it's double length. Ju, Ju, Ju. Okay, now I'm going to say the numbers out of order. When I say the number, you point to the correct number. 4, 4. 8, 8. 6, 6. 9, 9. 2, 2. 5, 5. 1, 1. 0, 0. 7, 7. 10, 10. 3, 3. I'm going to go a little faster now. 5, 8, 10. 2, 3, 9, 4, 7, 0, 1, 6. And in the next short video, you'll be able to understand and say all of the 2-digit numbers as well. So first, we'll go over the teens, 11 through 20. Then we'll count up by tens. And then we'll do all 2-digit numbers. If you found that lesson helpful, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You'll also find even more resources and better organized videos on my website shown on this slide.